What a start for Ian Millwood, the St Helens coach, to his career in the Super League. Their confidence is sky high, the champions of the Super League last year, and that performance from Ian Millwood's men at Knowsley Road on Good Friday was perhaps even better than their victory in the grand final at Old Trafford. But the Warrington Wolves, they came the closest to victory against St Helens in 1996 when they lost 24 points to 25. Lee Penny, there he is, he was sent off that day. John Dorahy was the Warrington coach. They've beaten Leeds and Halifax in their last two outings. They've stopped the rot. They lost 4 in a row, but now have consecutive Super League wins behind them. And a great crowd has turned out on this bank holiday Monday evening to watch this match. There were no tickets available for the main stand with about 2 hours to go. And by the looks of things, the house full notices will be posted at Wilderspool tonight. Crowds are up 50% here to watch Darrell van der Veld's men. Crowds up in Super League, the game is booming, and Steve-O, with referee Russell Smith in charge, this should be an absolute belter.
Without doubt, and you've got to look to the experience on both sides. Alan Langer loves nothing better than to play in front of full houses. Big night for Sean Long. What a battle it'll be in the half-back position.
Roper catches the kick-off. Tuilangi missed with the first attempt. Stankovic and Iro were in pretty quickly. The key to tonight's match is which of the two teams have recovered the better after the Good Friday extravaganzas. Warrington won at Halifax. St Helens, as you saw with us in that thriller on Sky Sports, beat the Wigan Warriors.
That's why it's such a psychological lift if you can get points on the board, especially early in this game. Langer going for the big kick.
It's collected by Anthony Sullivan, 10 metres from his own posts. Andrew G was leading the charge. He didn't actually get the tackle in. Danny Nutley did.
Good chase, though, by Warrington. Langer already making an impression on this game. His kicking today will be so important. Oh, that was a high one. Toa Koilov went right into Chris Joint. Chris Joint would have felt that. Watch the arm, and that was intentional. It was not just a grab. He could walk for this. That is extremely dangerous. Toa Koilov will be very fortunate if he stays on the field. Surely at least they'll give it on report.
Well, the referee is going to put that on report. And Alan Langer told to sort Toa Koilov out. So Toa Koilov goes on report 1.5 minutes into this match here at Wilderspool. It was a reckless challenge, but that's something for the disciplinary people to decide upon over the course of the next week.
Well, the only thing that I perhaps think that saved him from staying on the paddock is that it is so early in the game, that the referee Russell Smith did not have a good view of it, but it certainly was a swinging arm.
Sean Long gets the pass away to Chris Joint. Looks like he's fully recovered. A good drive in there from him on Steve Blakely. This now is Tuilangi. Had a wow of a game, didn't he, on Friday against Wigan. Mind you, they all did. Perolini, good strong run from Perolini, getting to within 5 metres of that Warrington line. Cunningham to Sean Long. Long the dummy, and Long gets the first try. St Helens pick up where they left off against Wigan on Good Friday, and Sean Long is the man. Terrific try from Sean Long.
He wanted to try to get the ball out wide. He could see that all the runners were covered, and he was left with no option but to just shimmy the body and went straight through. That was poor defence. Warrington will be disappointed with that. Not the best attempt there by Ian Knott. And Sean Long gleefully accepts the 4 points. He looked for a long ball out wide there. They failed to fill in. It was a huge gap. Didn't get anywhere near him. Look at the smile. The Saints, as Eddie has mentioned, has carried on from Good Friday.
50 tries now for St Helens. What a strike rate. Only 89 games. Sean Long, one of the brightest stars that this great game has got at the moment. Now then, 7 goals from 9 against Wigan. Misses with his first attempt here tonight. But St Helens have first blood, 4-0.
2 went back on the inside, sliding defence, hanging around. If you're going to go low, you've got to make sure you've got it. He went on the outside of 2 would-be tacklers. Not a happy situation for Darrell van der Velde. Not the start. But it's all happy-go-lucky for this guy, Ian Millward. Still unbeaten in Super League.
Yes, still unbeaten in Super League and not a bad record in his coaching career, Ian Millward. 75% success rate for him. He revitalised the Lee Centurions, and after he did that, he has come over to Knowsley Road and has breathed life into the champions. Well, this is the head-to-head between the two sides since 1973. St Helens with overwhelming advantage and a narrow lead in matches here at Warrington as well.
We witnessed on Friday the different style that Saints have produced under the leadership of Ian Millward. They are ever so keen to make sure that their forwards do the heavy work down the middle, but their ability between the 2 halfbacks, Martin and Long, to keep this ball alive is quite outstanding.
Diagonal kick, but straight into the arms of John Roper on the bounce, and the Warrington man driving it in. Picking out Tommy Martin, but with help from Perolini. Roper brought to ground. Now here is Lee Penny, the full-back. 4th consecutive appearance as last line of defence for Warrington. Blakely, out wide it goes to McCurry. McCurry's found a gap.
Good job that Iro made it go on the outside. Good work from McCurry. Valuable meters down the blind side there. They were a little bit slow getting sorted out, Saints.
Blakely on to Langer. Langer then to Ian Knott with the head guard. And he's knocked it on. Ferocious challenge by Joint and Cunningham. And Warrington spill the ball.
That was a feature that was displayed in game on Good Friday against Wigan. They really are doing some crunching tackles there. And you could see clearly that Joint didn't go for the football. It was just the impact that dislodged that ball.
Joint is almost away, and Ian Knott managed to get to him, and not working hard at the marker position. That's Sean Hoppy.
Great work from the second rower, Knott.
Well, he's the man who gave St Helens this possession, because he dropped the ball. Stankovic felt that from Toa Coelho. That was a perfectly legal challenge. And that was a bit high again on Julian O'Neill from Coelho, but across the shoulder.
Well,
he's
have to watch
his technique.
Is he ever? Toa Coelho is really fired up for this game.
So is this fellow, Sean Long. Meets Coelho. Coelho grabs him to the ground. Sean Hoppy's in at dummy half. He then finds Tommy Martin. Left boot from Martin. High kick. This is a real tester for Lee Penny. He spilled it. Iro collects, gives it to Paul Wellens. Wellens fancies a chance. And that was good defence in the end from Lee Penny. He made the error, but he cleaned up.
Well, it wasn't the best attempt to try to defuse the bomb. Never anywhere near it, under a lot of pressure. Good work from Iro and good thinking.
Well, the boos in the background as you watch the race between Penny and Wellens. There's a penalty now to St Helens for that, I think.
Taken out.
Tuilangi was taken out by Roper.
Off the ball incident. Warrington fans don't like it, but that could be a bitter blow. Tuilangi in absolutely sensational form. He won't be if he keeps limping like that. Roper. Well, full credit to Lee Penny, but Roper's surely given away a gift 2 points. He really was nowhere underneath this, under a lot of pressure from Smith. Iro did well. This is the incident. Oh, he took him out completely. Now, why on earth don't they look at the situation of putting a guy in the sin bin? Completely missed it. Smith certainly did not interfere. He arrived a few seconds after the full-back had actually touched it with his fingertips. This surely is a gift too.
Sean Long, he always seems to do well against Warrington. 75 points in the last 4 Super League meetings and 6 more here tonight. Warrington 0, Sean Long 6. The champions are in great form under Ian Millward.
Positive start, he'll be pleased with that. Not so sure he'll have the same things going through his mind. Darrell van der Velde, as I mentioned just at the kickoff, so important for a side when they're backing up so early after tough games over the weekend to get the points on the board early. Saints have certainly done that.
Blakely restarts, Martin collects the kickoff, tips it on then to Perellini. Perellini and Nickau and Nutley. And also in there with Steve McCurry. Long releases the pass to Wellens before he hits the deck.
Well, that just shows you the confidence that's running through the veins of these St. Helens players. Right under your own sticks, he misses that. Oh, Stankovic has dropped it.
Warrington have swooped, it's with Langer. This is a golden opportunity for Warrington to get the scoreboard ticking. Good hands, and Blakely a lovely step, but defence the key for Perellini then. This now is Farah, he finds Nickau. Nickau releases it again. Farah retains possession for his club, but not without the attention of Sean Long. Here is Langer, on it goes to G. G then to Knott. Knott to Penny, he's joined in. Penny will score! We thought this could be a corker of a match, and these two sides have started brightly. Warrington soaked up the pressure early, conceded the try, looked very shaky, but Penny has hit back, and they've now got their supporters on their feet. This game could go one way or the other tonight.
Big mistake by Saints. Stankovic coming up with a knock-on. I mentioned the fact that Saints were confident trying to keep the ball alive in their own quarter, but they have paid the price on this occasion. Beautiful dummy there, right back on the inside. Sean Hoppy, he went on the outside. As soon as he threw the dummy here, shot back on the inside. Penny, that's a great try. Stankovic, the man who missed a tackle late on, he's the man that came up with a mistake.
Lee Penny scored a try in the last home game against Leeds. Now has 3 for the season. The Warrington full-back. These crowds this year are flocking to Super League, particularly here at Wilderspool, where the club has done a wonderful job to tempt new supporters to the game. 50% increase. The big screen with Steve Blakely's face on it as he takes aim and hits the post. Well, the game is booming. Warrington 4, St Helens 6, and with matches like this, it's no wonder.
See, Stankovic has just taken the outside run. They failed to fill in. Bang! On the inside. Excellent work. Full-back, fully deserved that 4 point.
And that will steady the ship for Warrington, Steve-O.
Certainly will.
They were in danger of being run off their feet.
Well, a bit of overconfidence certainly by this St Helens outfit, but full credit to them. They're wanting to keep this ball alive, but find a big hole for the big second rower, John Stankovic. Came up with a mistake, knock on very early in the tackle count, only on the second tackle.
Drive forward by Danny Nutley. Tuolangi looks as though he's completely recovered from the knock. Langer gets it wide to Knott. Knott then on to Toa Koilovi. Brushes away from Long. Long comes back and gets in with joint second effort.
Long went far too high.
Penalty for Warrington.
Play the ball. Chris Joint, the culprit. I'm not so sure that Chris Joint didn't do this on purpose. Well, he got him the second occasion, and there again he went high. Joint pushing, interfering.
Now Andrew G. He got to bed at 6 o'clock this morning. His wife gave birth to their third baby, a boy, Jacob Matthew. Congratulations to him. What a day it would be if Warrington could come up with a win as well. And they're, at the moment, looking good with Blakely. And Blakely threw the dummy, and St Helens would not be fooled. Well, Ira wouldn't be anyway.
Nice run around there with Nick out.
Here's Langer. Langer to Nutley. Nutley saw a gap, and it was quickly closed by Joint and by O'Neill. Here now is Farah, on then to Langer. G gets a try! Andrew G gets the try. Russell Smith blows the whistle, gives it. Andrew G. Well, he only got to bed at 6 a.m. this morning after all night in the hospital with his wife while she gave birth to the baby. What a day for Andrew G. He's given Warrington the lead.
What a way to wet the baby's head. Superb run here. Watch for Langer. This is an outstanding delayed short pass. This is the reason why Langer was classed as one of the greatest footballers of all time. You may think it wasn't much, but the way that he sucked in the defence and just offloaded. Watch his body language, in and out. It attracts the defence. And Andrew G delightfully sets this Wilderspool crowd alight with a fantastic finish.
It's the Brisbane connection. Langer to G. Langer, the former captain of the Brisbane Broncos. G, the captain of Brisbane last year. Now both very much part of the heartbeat of this Warrington club. And they've given Warrington Wolves the lead after a terribly shaky opening 5 or 6 minutes. And that will please their coach, Darryl van der Velde. The way they've come back up off the canvas and they've fought back. Blakely with the conversion. He doesn't miss those. 10-6 from 6-0 down.
One step, one swivel of the body. It attracts the defender. The short pass. Wonderful stuff. He just attracted the hooker, Cunningham. The gap was there, and he has all the strength in the world as Andrew G. Oh, he's come up with a big one.
Danny Nutley.
What a mistake.
Bounced right in front of him, and Nutley put the ball down. Should have taken it.
Well, it's an amazing thing, rugby league at times. You're on a high, and a few seconds later, you're putting yourself under pressure.
Well, he missed 5 last year, Danny Nutley, but he's not missed many in his Warrington career. The only games he has missed in 3 years, those 5. Knock on! Knock on!
Wasn't the best play of the ball. You can't really blame Sean Hoppy. It was an atrocious attempt. The big fella there, well, it 3 goes at it. I'm not so sure how he got a knock on out of it either. It was off the boot. Well, it's been badly done to there. Didn't see any fingertips there, but it wasn't the best play of the ball from the big fella, Kevin Iro.
Oh!
Big hit.
And its first knock on, I think, against St Helens. It was, oh no, it was head-high tackle against Sean Hoppy on Coe Love.
Well,
first one to the face, just swiped him.
Did he get the was it flat of the hand, or was it the fingertips? Either way, a bit of a ticking off from the official Russell Smith.
Hoppy the culprit.
Well, Warrington, that fight back certainly has the Saints rattled.
Wasn't much in it, to be fair. He just sort of swiped across his face, but did enough to dislodge the ball as well.
Yep, he gave him a facial on the run. Send him the bill later. And there you can see that...
You've got a couple of scratch marks down the right-hand side of the temple there.
I think they may be old ones, Eddie, but you never know.
You studied their faces too carefully, I think.
Usually a little bit of claret comes through. That's by O'Neill. Well, Russell Smith, how many times now? This is going to get completely out of hand. We've already seen Coe Love put on report. O'Neill with
the blood from his nose now.
No doubt about it. That's a bad one. That is a bad one.
Well, if the first one went on report, Steve, well, that one should.
Of course it should.
Do it!
Got to bring them over.
And he's going to do it, I think. He's got the touch judge in from the far side.
Fair's fair.
Alan! Listen. Chris, I'm putting on report the tackle. It's an high tackle. Julian, you've got to take heed from that and make sure we've got them more. Going on. Okay? I'm telling you.
That's on report. Julian O'Neill on report. Coe Love. 17.5 minutes gone. O'Neill's on his way to the blood bin. I mean, Steve-O, this on-report rule is a very, very good one because it allows the referees to let, if you like, other people make the decision out of the heat of battle, but...
I'll agree with that on one condition. Whoever goes high next, if it's a bad one, see you later.
Blakely, off the chest of Nikau, put it down. Stankovic has it back for St Helens.
It was there as well. The loose forward, Nikau had the chance. Stankovic had gone right across. There was a huge gap there. That's the second occasion that they've caught out the second row of Stankovic.
Oh, Smith is penalised. He was trying to play the ball not on the mark. Penalty to Warrington in front of the sticks.
Well, he deserves to be penalised. He does it all the time. He wriggles. He tries to get the penalty. And on this occasion, he's being caught. And it's no good looking bemused. He does it all the time, this fella.
Referee's got his hand in the pocket, and Chris Joint is in the sin bin for disputing the decision. Obviously said something out of turn to Russell Smith, and the referee has decided that the St Helens captain will take 10 minutes to cool his temper.
Well, it amazes me. We've been talking about it for the last 3 or 4 games, Eddie. Players, especially the captains, talking back to the referee, especially an experienced one like Russell Smith.
Well, he won't have it, really. If they say something out of turn, he goes to his back pocket. It's frustration, though, for the players. Frustration on show, although Blakely has added the extra 2 points. 12-6 Warrington lead. It is frustrating. There's been a lot of high shots, as we've seen. 2 are on report, and then St Helens believe the penalty should not have been given against them.
They're not in charge, Eddie. They get paid to play rugby league football. He's arguing there. As the captain, he is allowed to go and request and have a little bit of a chat. Not point, shout, take charge of the game.
That was the 4th penalty in a row that went against St Helens, and that obviously had frustrated Chris Joint even more.
The thing that worries me, we see it in other sports, we don't want it in our sport. Referees being pushed, shoved, shouted at, yelled at. Come on, this is our game, the greatest game.
I'm sure Ian Millwood will echo those sentiments. Blakely, oh, that's a bad kick.
It's a shame, really, because Blakely, the experience showing there, they could see that no one was at home. And I mean, nobody. Look at that, acres of space.
I think he was looking for a 40-20 possibility there. As it is, he went 40 straight into the dugout.
Well, he could see there that Paul Wellens, the fullback, was in absolute no man's land there. Oh, what are they doing?
Knock on. It came off Sean Long, it went forward.
Well, St Helens are not going to win this game by just having a running battle with the referee. He leads forward, so therefore it's a forward pass, scrum down. Martin wasn't tackled, he did the right thing, and that's it. Hoppy had his hand in front.
Forward pass, you're right, not a knock on, forward pass. Langer to Penny, taking on young Wellens. Wellens, number 17 there in white for St Helens, had the game of his life on Friday.
Well, this is a point in time where the new coach from St Helens, Ian Millwood, really has to stand up and show how good a coach he is. This is the first time really since he's arrived at Knowsley Road that a team has put his side under real big pressure. And the first thing he's got to do is send out the message, keep your trap shut, all of you.
Quick play the ball, Farah to Langer. Nickel all over Langer. Langer about 5'6". Nickel on that occasion looked about 7'2". Good kick all along the ground. Grubber kick from Blakely. Finds touch this time.
Well, it is those for breakfast. That is wonderful tactics by Steve Blakely. He knows that St Helens are rattled. He knows that if you can pin them down in their own quarter, we've already witnessed the fact that Saints are so positive in keeping the ball alive in their own quarter. They've come up with one mistake already. They could do it again.
Iro ran strong on Friday, looking to run strong again. Gave it to his New Zealand teammate once upon a time, Sean Hoppy, having the devil's own job putting him down.
Well, that's got to be a penalty. Well, what did you have to do?
Cunningham, good run. Hauled down by Knott.
Well, Toakoi Love there was like Roy Rogers.
Long, Wellens had to apply the brakes, taking on Langer.
Get on! Come on!
And Tommy Martin to Ilangi. Ilangi goes down. We'll get an explanation from Steve-O in a moment about the Roy Rogers reference. And Chris Smith this time played it at the right spot. Huge up and under from Tommy Martin. Penny's after it. Penny claims it this time. Tackle is not completed. Now it is.
Took it well there. Must have been a nervous jump as well. Remember, it was nowhere near the first one.
Okay, Steve-O, Roy Rogers, explain.
He used to ride a horse, and that is exactly what Toakoi Love was doing on the back of one of the players. All he needed was a stirrup.
Hi-ho, Silver, or Sean Hoppy.
Roy Rogers, I said.
Well, the Hoppy horse then. Great kick.
Times like this, I wish I had a trigger. Double battles. That's the trigger I'm thinking of. Fine kick though this. Look at that.
That's a 40-20.
They are really turning the screws.
Make sure that we don't go through on that tackle, that's all okay. I know that would have pushed, don't follow through.
How long will Mr. Smith's patience last? He's having a running battle with every one of these players.
He is. A lot of talking. Langer feeds the scrum after the 40-20. This is Blakely. Blakely collared by Stankovic and Wellens. Langer again taking control from dummy half. Nikau! Great defence from Tuilangi. That will lift St Helens. He's got the knock on. That really will lift St Helens' spirits. Won't do much for Tawera Nikau.
Well, I nicknamed the exercise missile last Friday. And he has got him zoned in. Mr. Radar, come here. Tawera Nikau was the target. They need something.
This is Iro. Back on the inside it goes to Hoppy. Did I hear you right? Was Tuilangi an exercise missile?
Tuilangi? Oh, this is getting worse.
Here's Sonny Nicol now. 5 metres short of the halfway line. Cunningham away from G. Wellens!
Oh, what a
great ball! Great ball to Tuilangi. Great ball to Sean Long. St Helens keeping it alive now. They're loaded down the left side. Hoppy will score for Saints.
What a try!
What a sensational St Helens try. 2 passes at least off the deck before the tackle was completed. St Helens, that was champagne football, and Sean Hoppy scores a memorable try here at Wilderspool.
Pop the cork, you're right there, Eddie. Outstanding play from the hooker, then Wellens. Tuilangi got involved, just slipped it away. But look at the support play here. Great work, and what a great pass through the dummy. They were always going to be stretched. Sean Hoppy has put Saints back in this game. All started from a wonderful run from the dummy half from Kieran Cunningham. Tuilangi, how on earth did he get that away? Sean Long, dancing, jinking. Superb pass out wide. This is going to turn into a cracker.
Turn, it already is. And Long levels the scores here at Wilderspool. It's 12 points apiece. Warrington 12, St Helens 12. Well, Steve-O, you are absolutely baffling us all. Can you tell me, please, what on earth is an exercise missile?
Well, it starts with a bike. We're having trouble with the microphone, I'm sorry. It starts with a bike and then turns into a bomb and then turns into a missile. You've never seen me on an exercise bike, so it's an exercise missile. Simple, full stop.
It's now with St Helens and Sonny Nicol. He plays the ball. Warrington defending here. Cunningham is a dummy half. Nicol again. A drive in from Nicol. Cunningham appealing for a penalty, non-forthcoming. Now it is, because Andrew G moved off the mark.
Well, disappointing there. You could see he wasn't square. And really, that was quick thinking. Excellent play there by the hooker, Kieran Cunningham. He knew exactly that the man was offside. Now it's the Wolves that are under pressure.
Amazing game this, the way it's swinging one way and then the other. Joint almost through. Langer got the tackle in on him. This is Wellens.
Good work from Ian Knott. That's 2 tackles on the run. You've got to give credit to this Warrington outfit. They really have scrambled back well.
Chris Joint's back out of the sin bin, you might have noticed. Here's Stankovic, and Stankovic is hauled down 3 metres short of that Warrington line. Cunningham gives it to Long, thought about a little dab through. It's with Martin. Great ball to Iro. Iro scores in the corner. Big smile from Ian Millwood. This team plays with a smile on its face. Kevin Iro with the try, number 6 of the season so far.
Outstanding play yet again, but it came away from that silly mistake when Kieran Cunningham caught Warrington offside at the play the ball. So much power as a Kiwi centre. Kevin Iro, outstanding. Again, Sean Long and Tommy Martin, the combination of linking out wide. Saints look down and out on their feet, but they have absolutely bounced back with tremendous enthusiasm. They call them out wide.
2 tries in 3 minutes for St Helens. Saints were ahead 4-0, 6-0. Then it went 10-6, 12-6. Warrington 12-all. Now Sean Long to make it 18-12, but from far out on the touchline. He is a left-footed kicker. It's the right side of the field for that. Long's given it a chance, but it's just faded in front of the posts. So it's 16-12 to St Helens. What a match we've got here.
You can see the winger open. He's come off the whitewash. It's enough for the long ball, and this guy has all the strength in the world. Got round his man. What a season he's having.
Well, averaging a try every other game in the last year is Kevin Iro. He got 3 tries against Wigan on Friday. 141 now in the British game. What a weapon he is. When he's in the mood, Kevin Iro, there's not much better in the world. Oh, Cunningham's dropped it. Here come Warrington with Alan Hunt.
Well, this is turning out into something quite classical. There's a good tackle, though, by Alan Langer. I was just about to say that you can put that last try down to Kieran Cunningham. His quick thinking, gaining that penalty. Remember, Saints were penned down in their own quarter.
They're in their own quarter now, and it's with Danny Nutley. Good tackle by Sonny Nicol, and Stankovic was there. Farah found Blakely. Blakely to Nicow. Oh! Penny was taken by Nicol, and it was completely legal. What a hit! Here's a chance for Toa Coe Love.
Oh, they took a big gamble there.
Joint just held him up. Nick out. Long ball. Blakely picks it up off his toes. Wide it goes. McCurry! McCurry's over the line, and has he got it down?
He'll go
He
to the
wants
screen.
to check it out.
I think he's held up. Just take time off. Time off, just a little look.
Is McCurry over the line and down, or was he held up?
I'll go for the held up option. Stankovic did well to come round, help out Iro. He tried to swivel the body, but the strength of Iro yet again has saved the situation.
Third or the fourth tackle, Jerry, if it was held up. So
And that'll be the head and feed. There's no doubt that he never got anywhere near the ground with that football.
Great strength from Iro.
Was it ever? Stankovic spun him on his back, but then Iro gets to work with that strong upper body. Make sure that McCurry cannot get it down, but this will be a head and feed scrum to Warrington.
Yes, scrum down, attack with the feed. That's Warrington. The men in primrose, yellow and blue. This scrum 10 metres away from the try line to be fed by Langer. Almost went in. In and out. Here's Blakely. Blakely to Coelho. Good tackle from Tommy Martin.
It had to be.
Penny at dummy half. Coming down the short side. Went down a blind alley. They're so close again, Warrington. It's with Farah to Langer. Wide it goes to Blakely. Blakely then on to Andrew G. Chuilangi from nowhere, and they force them back. Wonderful defence, St Helens.
What a weapon to have on your side, Chuilangi.
Farah.
Good work there from Sean Long.
Sean Long on Civet. Here's Nikau.
Oh, the big hits are coming around.
Warrington with a chance here. Langer releases the pass. Andrew G. Coelho. Warrington though standing a little flat.
Saints did well then. They scrambled inside and then back on the outside.
Farah attacking from dummy half, stabs the ball in goal. Nikau's after it. Oh, did Nikau get the touch? He claims he did.
Right on the line.
It's going to be another for the video referee.
I think you'll find that Nikau did get a touch, but I think it's right on the whitewash. Right on the whitewash. This will be frame by frame. What on earth was the fullback Wellens thinking of here? It is about to... Ooh, now then. This will be frame by frame. Yet again. It's okay now. They'll slow it down. That's a try. This will be given a try. That is contact before it hits a whitewash. Well, any of those people out there that have complained about the video referee over the weekend, that will prove conclusively that it does work. And Warrington will be awarded a try for mine.
Well, let's see if the video referee agrees with you. He does. Tawera Nikau gets the 4-pointer. We're level pegging again at Wilderspool. What a first half this has been. What a first half. What a match on Friday. How about this for the second course? Warrington 16, St Helens 16, and the kick to come.
Well, what on earth was the fullback Paul Wellens doing here? Good work from the hooker, Danny Farah. Punches it through. Wellens really could have got to that well before Nikau. He took the gamble. You don't take gambles in games like this when you're in the front. Big mistake from Wellens. He had a magnificent game against Wigan last Friday. Excellent play from the hooker. They allowed him too much liberty there. But Wellens gave Nikau every chance. Fingertip control. What a match.
Tawera Nikau. Try against London in the first round. Nothing since, until that nod was given by the video referee. Blakely from bang in front, and this topsy-turvy match has swung back Warrington's way. 18 points to 16. That's entertainment.
Poor marking at the play of the ball, but look at the defence. They were hanging back. You can't afford to do that. It was a beautiful step through What a great kick from the hooker, Farah. Nikau definitely onside, but what on earth was Paul Wellens doing?
Just over 4 minutes to go to the half-time siren. Steve McCurry was trying to get the penalty from Russell Smith. That wasn't the best pass inside to Danny Nutley, but he held on. Farah at dummy half. Langer. G.
Well, you can see now that the sun has broken through the clouds, so therefore Warrington will be playing with the sun in their eyes if the weather stays exactly the same. That could be a disadvantage for them.
Tuilangi flying in, but around the shoulder first, and it glanced up, says Russell Smith.
Grabbed it in, and then it finished up high. Well, I'm not so sure. I think that was a bit badly done to here. It was a grab, and I think he was holding onto the shirt collar all the way through.
Another one who had a wonderful lunchtime's work on Good Friday against Wigan. 18-16 Warrington. The Wolves are looking for more. They're in possession here with Nutley. Farah gets it away to Andrew G. G spins but couldn't release the pass. So goes down 15 metres short of the line. Blakely off to Nikau. Great defence, scrambling defence from St Helens. It looked for a moment as though Blakely was in.
Did Nikau lose that football then?
Here's Blakely again. He's in now. Yes.
No. Held up. Stankovic got underneath him.
Please. Two things here.
I think there's a knock-on involved here. That's what he'll look for first.
To play the ball previous. Chris Joint had his hand on the ball. I felt that Tuera Nikau maybe just kept hold of it. Just have a look at the last play of the ball, the one directly previous, and then check the grounding if that's okay. Just before that, before Tuera Nikau gets up, just make sure that he regained control of the ball.
There's nothing wrong with the play the ball there. It's just immediately prior
if that's okay,
to that play the ball.
This is it now. Now he goes down, and does he lose it? Was there a hand in there? There is. But did he pull it out? He definitely lost it. I think this could be a penalty try. Well, a penalty at least. Nikau converged on Palladini. Joint is ripping at the ball, is Chris Joint. He hasn't got it yet. Inconclusive from that angle, but will he lose it? I think you'll find that this will be a penalty to Warrington.
St Helens supporters are celebrating because they've seen the ball coming out of Nikau's grasp.
Now, do you classify that as a finished tackle or what? I think this will be perhaps a penalty right in front.
We've not decided on the...
No, I think Stankovic got underneath Blakely.
On the grounding of the ball yet.
He's definitely got his hand in there somewhere as he pulls it away. I would deem that a penalty to Warrington. And seeing as I'm pretty confident that Stankovic got underneath Blakely to...
Well, here's the definitive version of that.
Yep, I think Stankovic just slips the body underneath and the arm. Sufficient enough. This will give us a better angle. He reaches out now. Oh, he's got it.
Got it down.
My apologies.
Well, what do you do in this situation? Who do you give benefit of the doubt to?
Play on. TRY time. This will be try. Play on. They've got to give the...
So if it was not play on, it'd be a penalty to Warrington.
It's got to be a try.
Let's see. The video referee's looked. He agrees. Try's given. Steve Blakely gets the ball, got the ball down, and the controversy surrounded whether Chris Joint reefed the ball away from Nikau or whether Nikau had dropped it, and the video ref decided that Joint had dislodged the football here.
Well, the biggest problem yet again, never mind the controversy surrounding it, is the fact that St. Helens defence, look, hanging off yet again. They are failing to fill in. Good work from Blakely, who's having a wow of a game. And again, they have allowed the Warrington side to move forward. You've got to apply the pressure. They're failing to do that. Look how they're hanging back. Stankovic gets to him at last, but the split second of the video replay, as it was for the Nikau try, is exactly the same for Blakely.
And that was the moment there when the Warrington fans celebrated Steve Blakely's first try for Warrington. That was when the try was awarded by the video ref. Blakely, oh, he should have added the extras with that, hit the post. That's a bad miss, but Warrington are ahead by a converted try, 22-16, but I wonder whether that miss will come back to haunt Steve Blakely in the second half.
Well, he really should have shoveled that one over. What a game this has been.
Oh, it's had everything, this first 40 minutes.
And he knows he's in for a pretty long, hard talk at half-time.
And he has had some opinions over the past 48, 72 hours about video referees and their decisions. I wonder what he's thinking right now.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it, when it goes for you, which it did on one occasion on Friday, went against him. But the video ref on Friday was absolutely spot on. So was the referee. It was in the rules that you can go back to anywhere within the 6 play the balls. And we are seeing yet again that without the video replay, we would not have got the right decision on 2 of those tries. First Nikau, and now we've seen Blakely.
Well, there's been much discussion about Friday's video referee decisions, and there'll be more, I'm sure, about tonight's.
Well, I don't see why, because they've been spot on.
They have.
Now, if the video referee had got it wrong, yeah, I would be on their backs as well. I'm being nice to them.
And these players are being nice to the supporters, though maybe not necessarily their coaches. Nikau with a try, 3 minutes from half-time, restored Warrington's lead. They were maybe content to sit on that, but then Steve Blakely came up with a try on the nod of the video referee, right on the bell. 22 points to 16. Long had given Saints a 6-0 lead. Then it went Warrington's way with 2 tries, one from Penny, one from G. Then we saw 2 tries in 3 minutes from Saints, Hoppy and Iro. And 2 tries in 3 minutes right at the end of the first half from Nikau and Blakely gives us the half-time situation of 22 points to 16 in the Warrington Wolves' favour. But what a fabulous match.
A night of big-time boxing. First, live from the Wembley Arena, Robert McCracken v Keith Holmes, the fight for the WBC World Middleweight title. Clinton Woods faces Ole Clementson for the European Light Heavyweight title. Then, live from New York, Paul Ingle defends his IBF Featherweight title against Junior Jones. And finally, heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis, takes on the unbeaten Michael Grant. Big-time boxing, Saturday at 10 on Sky Box Office. You can order this event for $11.95 48 hours before it starts using your digital remote control. See channel 770 for ordering information.
He won't get close to me without a diamond. Not without a diamond.
If you want to get close, try the new Wilkinson Sword FX Diamond. It's got alpha diamond coating for lasting sharpness. No blade lasts longer.
Now that's close.
Wilkinson Sword FX Diamond. No blade lasts longer.
The new Seat Leon, as good as it looks.
Since we launched First E, the internet bank, thousands of people have said ta-ta to traditional banking. Because we don't have expensive premises, queues, or charges, Our interest rates are some of the best around on savings and soon on current accounts. All because we put the management of your money in the best of hands. Yours. Just click on firste.com. We put your interest first.
Oh, lovely. Tyler?
That's not a gorgeous chicken and mushroom flavour pot noodle snack.
Hey, Puff.
Pot noodle. Everything else is just pants.
First vertical drop roller coaster.
Now, Finish bring you a new dishwashing tablet with a built-in pre-soaker. Announcing Finish Powerball tabs with stain soakers. The only tablet with the power to get the cleanest results on the toughest dried-on egg. Because the Powerball softens and breaks it down, so the tab can clean to the most brilliant shine. Try new Finish Powerball tabs with stain soakers. Our ultimate finish.
Philips digital widescreen TV. It really is worth shouting about.
Could this be the smoothest way to advertise John Smith's Extra Smooth? No.
Great choice of live action coming up for you tomorrow on 4 Sky Sports channels. There's more Super League here on Sky Sports 1 at 7:30 as Huddersfield Sheffield take on Halifax. On Sky Sports 2 from 7:30, First Division football, Ipswich against Crystal Palace. Over on Sky Sports 3 at 8, there's live greyhound racing, action from Hall Green, including the Blue Ribbon final. And if you're watching on Sky Digital, you can catch the Ipswich-Charlton match live and interactive only on Sky Sports Extra. Right now we're live here at Wilderspool, and Warrington are ahead at half-time by 22 points to 16. An absolutely fantastic match is unfolding here. Full of drama, full of incident. And I don't know whether Darryl van der Velde, the Warrington coach, enjoyed it as much as us, but he's making a point forcibly there in the dressing room. They got off to a shaky start, but they lead at the break, and Ian Millwood behind at half-time. Remember, coming into this match, the St Helens coach had played 5 and won 5 in Super League. Now then, I wonder if he can fight his way back. But this crowd spellbound by the entertainment that we've seen, and they have got some great ideas here at Warrington to attract new supporters in, and here's the latest of them. Every youngster who comes in gets one of these posters, and during the course of the season, they all, as they come through the turnstiles, get a couple of cards that will stick on that poster, and the plan is that by the end of the season they'll have the full set of the Warrington players to adorn their bedroom walls. Great ideas here at Warrington, new ideas for a new audience, but the main and basic ingredient is that they play their rugby league football with a bit of style, and they get opponents like St Helens down here every so often who play with panache as well. And it has been a fantastic opening 40 minutes. We thought that Friday was good between Saints and Wigan, but Steve-O, here we are again tonight, and well, this is just as good, if not better.
Certainly isn't. They don't let us down, do they? And talking of cards, in fact, it surprised me perhaps that the referee Russell Smith didn't produce a card. It was pretty rough and tough, wasn't it, in the opening exchanges? And there you see Toa Koilov taking, or trying to take, Chris Joint's head off. He was put on report, not surprisingly. And at this point, it looked as though Saints were taking full control. A beautiful dummy there from Sean Long. Not the best defence. They really left him. They have to move forward. You cannot give this guy space. And it looked at that point, as I mentioned, that Saints were taking full control. But Warrington, what a great fight back. Not only did they keep the ball alive, the full-back, Lee Penny, bad miss from Stankovic, and it was Warrington all over them again. Look at that, the quality of pass from Alan Langer. That's the reason why he's bought him. The big prop forward, G, getting into it. Then this is the other one that went on report, O'Neill. That was pretty high on Nutley, and Nutley felt that one. Surprisingly, it was O'Neill that came up with a bloody nose after that incident, but he was on report also. Good work there from the blind side. They just got caught a little bit short there. This is what an outstanding try. Look at that. Tuilangi gets the ball away. Sean Long having a lot of influence here. Beautiful ball out wide there, and look on the step. They were really stretched out wide, and not surprisingly, Sean Hoppy went in for a crucial try. But what about this one? Saints wanted to come back, and you could see there that the winger Roper was just sucked in, the big fella Iro going on the outside. Good work here from Stankovic, and you'll see here that does he get to him? Does. Pretty difficult to see whether he got that ball down, and you'll see the kick from Farrow will prove it. And again, you see the St. Helens defence, they're hanging off. Cunningham went far too late. He really should have gone forward on his opposite number, Farah. But what on earth was Wellens doing here? They were leading at this point, Saints. He should have kicked that ball way down over the Pennines to Bradford. Nicow come in, and on the video replay, frame by frame, no doubt about it, there's the contact, only a millimetre away from the whitewash, but it's sufficient. That's what we pay the video refs to do. And it was conclusive that it was a try. Again, we see the St. Helens defence hanging off, allowing Blakely. We wouldn't have given this 10 years ago because we couldn't have described it. You could not have split the decision. But on, again, the video referee, frame by frame, just for a fraction, Blakely got the ball down. And all the controversy, all the talk over the weekend saying that we should not have this video referee is a load of rubbish. 2 tries, conclusive, and they were right.
2 good decisions from the video referee, and terrific entertainment from the 2 sides on show here. Now, it was so difficult to pick a man of the match on Friday, so many outstanding performances. I wonder if you've spotted a possible contender for the watch here tonight at Wilderspool. There is the prize that the man of the match will go home with tonight, but you can also, as always, get involved in the voting for the man of the match, or at least who you think should receive the award. 09009 10 10 13. You have to predict the losing coaching staff's choice, and if you successfully identify the man of the match, you win 2 tickets to the grand final, and your name also goes into the draw to win the VIP box at Old Trafford on October the 14th as well. And in Rugby League World on Wednesday, by the way, at 8 o'clock, we'll have all the highlights of the Easter programme on both sides of the world. The Super League has been in progress Good Friday, Thursday, today. We're in Huddersfield tomorrow, and over the Easter weekend as well, they have had the Test match in Australia, and they will also have had the full programme of the NRL as well. So you've got all the highlights to come on Rugby League World on Wednesday. But we've got 40 minutes remaining here, and I wonder who your money's on, because this game has gone one way and then the other. At the moment, Warrington are ahead, 22-16.
Yo, know what I mean? Listening rubber the music, balance on our quality. Rubber dub! You know what I mean? New Pioneer car audio system with 3D organic EL display. Stop watching if you can.
Pioneer, I presume? Oh, yeah.
Stop watching if you can!
Can't sleep. What's wrong? Is it me?
Oh, it's not you. It's our electricity supplier.
What?
Well, have we got the right one?
Okay, so worrying about your electricity supplier isn't the most important thing in life, but you do have a choice. That's why at Empower, we're always working to lower your bills.
Don't go cracking up over cooking. Take it easy this Easter with my Family Feaster. 8 juicy pieces of chicken, freshly prepared on the premises, and all the extras. I've even cracked dessert, too. I'm throwing in 6 Galaxy caramel eggs. So if you're juggling your life, drop everything and head on down to KFC. All you gotta shell out is $9.99. Nobody does chicken like KFC.
Last year, NatWest helped 67,000 people break away and set up their own business.
Some cars used to be such a waste of space. Nooks and crannies all over the shop. So those know-alls at Vauxhall thought, why not take all this useless space and make it useful? And by using computer technology, they believe their range of Vauxhall estates have done just that. And yes, they're very spacious, because inside here isn't. But look, still lots of room for improvement.
Vauxhall, raising the standard.
Let me introduce you to the family.
Anthony's told me so much about you. Psychopath, right?
Like all families, we have our problems. Mama? The broads, the booze, and the bad hair days.
This is that whole Sicilian thing.
Lloyd Bridges, Jay Moore.
Did you kill those men?
No.
Okay.
Whoops. The first showing of Mafia, Wednesday at 10 on Sky Movie Max.
More World Championship boxing coming up on Saturday night, live from Madison Square Garden. Lennox Lewis defends his world heavyweight titles against Michael Grant. Also on the bill, Paul Ingle against Junior Jones for the IBF featherweight title, plus 2 title fights from Wembley. The show starts at 10 o'clock Saturday night on Sky Box Office. More information on the big night of boxing, 0990 800 888. That's 0990 800 888. Well, what a first half we had here at Wilderspool, and at the break Warrington were ahead by 22 points to 16. We had just about everything to keep this crowd entertained on the field, and Wolfie and the girls have kept them entertained on the field during the break as well. And Steve Blakely, it was his try in that first half that came quite late on, indeed right on the stroke of half-time. He hit the post with the conversion, 22 points to 16. We've had Roy Rogers and Trigger, we've had exercise missiles, we've had the Hoppy Horse, we've had the lot in that first 40. Hope you're enjoying it at home as much as we are here. It's a privilege to be here. And Blakely restarts this second half. Come on, fellas, more of the same, please.
I'm sure that's what's been said from both the coaches. Darrell van der Velde must have been so happy with the way that they fought back. St. Helens, of course, they were a bit rocky for long periods in that first half. In Millwood, their coach, I'm sure, will say, let's up the tempo. But I think the biggest problem for Saints has been, on a few occasions, their defensive line.
Both sides will be tired after their exploits on Good Friday. It's a question of who lasts the course better. And Cunningham with a barnstorming run early here for the Saints. Plays the ball quickly. Chris Smith, away it goes to Tuilangi. He chips it over the top. The ball bounces. Oh, and it bounced kindly for Penny in the end.
Well, it looked as though Alan Hunt was going to get first there, and he made a real meal of it. It just popped up for the fullback, Lee Penny. But good work from the second rower, Tuilangi.
There's Alan Hunt, former Saint, of course, had all of his glory days at Knowsley Road, did Alan Hunt. 7th on the all-time try-scoring chart. He has been pretty quiet in the opening 40 minutes here tonight, it must be said. I wonder whether he will explode onto the scene in the next 38 minutes or so. Warrington are in possession. Farah to Langer. Big kick downfield from Langer. It just skipped the wrong way for a 40-20. Wellens collects, but has to collect it behind his own line. Good chase being led by the big men, G and McCurry. Nutley in there as well. Great chase from Warrington.
Outstanding. Hardly any room to move for Paul Wellens.
So Saints have it, but deep in their own territory. Let's hear what was said in those changing rooms at half-time. Angela Powers.
Lots of positive noises from both changing rooms at half-time, Eddie. Daryl van der Velde wants to see his side hold the nerve throughout this second half and put in the defensive performance of their lives. He says this opening 10 minutes is the biggest of the season. Play out the 6 and cut out the errors. No panic as well, says Ian Millward. He has great confidence his side can come from behind if they play positively and forget thoughts of some of the decisions he feels may have gone against him in the first half. Possession is the key, says. Hold the ball and take control.
At the moment, it's Warrington who are holding the ball, and they have taken control of it. Blakely dropped on that loose ball. It's now with John Roper.
Well, Sean Long put a neat little dink through, and he was complaining to the referee that he was held back. But you could see there on the replay, it was just a shoulder. If you're both running in the same direction, you can bump them off with your shoulder.
Ian Knott plays it to Langer. Alan Langer more and more in at the dummy half role. But now it is going to be occupied by Danny Farrar. And Farrar will look to feed Langer, which he does, and Langer tried to go through the gap between Joint and Martin.
Important that Alan Langer takes control of the kicking game along with Steve Blakely.
That was Nick Howe's kick on that occasion, all along the ground, grubber kick into touch.
Well, I got the impression that Warrington just lost the plot there. Not a noted kicker of the football. Moves forward to where Nick Howe. Try scorer in the first half. Tremendous effort from him. Remember, we said at half-time that what on earth was the fullback Paul Wellens doing. That has been a problem as well, that St. Helens will have to make sure that they do not come up with silly errors and mistakes like they did in the first 40.
Over the past 48 hours, the players have done light ball work, that's about all. Massage, nothing much else. Tried to relax and recuperate for this battle. And what a game they are producing for us again. Rich in entertainment, to Ilangi. No half measures asked or given by this fellow.
Put his body on the line there, did Steve Blakely. Didn't get the tackle finish, but at least he stopped the progress.
Wellens to his feet, Smith at dummy half. Long is the first receiver. On it goes then to Nicol, and he's got through a gap. Ooh, Long was hunting on his right shoulder, waiting for the pass that never came. Cunningham on halfway to Martin. He'll just drift one over the top. Alan Hunt will collect. Right in front of the St. Helens supporters. Clattered to the ground. Great chase.
Leading the way, the prop forward, Apollo Perolini. Just shows you the enthusiasm that's shown within these two sides. When a prop forward is leading the chase after the kick. Super fit, these guys. Oh, it's gone nowhere.
Pass to nobody. And slid out of play, Alan Hunt. The pass from Nico was slack.
Well, I think the looks say it all, don't they? Alan Hunt looks at his colleague and said, not the best. Tawira passed it. Alan Hunt slid away. Tawira to nowhere.
St. Helens with the possession from the scrum. Danger for Warrington. Iro standing, but Blakely got to him. Quick play the ball. Wellens. Oh!
It's so close.
Stretched out, was just about half a metre short. Joint trying to pinch one himself from dummy half.
Good work from Roper there.
The same half metre short was Chris Joint. Now they give it a bit of width to increase the angle. To Ilangi. What a tackle!
Superb from the little halfback.
Here's Hoppy. Hoppy back towards those posts. That's the last one for St. Helens. Here's Tommy Martin. Martin shaped a kick. Ball comes out. Perolini!
Double movement.
Penalty. No need to refer it to the video referee.
Well spotted by Russell Smith. Didn't go to the video on this one. He knew that the progress was there. Stopped, and then he moved. What a great positional play there by the referee as well. That's when it was stopped. That's the reason for the penalty. Double movement. St. Helens crowd at that end, not happy with it, but it has been proven yet again by the video referee, or should I say the replay. Russell Smith didn't go for the video ref on that occasion. He was in a great position though, wasn't he?
He was. I think an old colleague of mine once used to use the phrase Johnny on the spot, and it was Russell on the spot then.
Haven't used that for a while.
You haven't used everything else. Nick out. Well, Steve-O, who has recovered the better of these two sides?
Well, you'd have to favour Warrington. They have got the lead, so therefore they can just keep control, play out their six. Sensible rugby league football, and that sort of the kick is what they were wanting. And he's made a meal of it. It's gone backwards. We play on, but look at this.
What a wonderful chase.
Magnificent. Leading the way, making sure that there was no gap to be there, was Alan Langer, the man who put the kick in.
And of course, when Anthony Sullivan fumbled it, it played everybody onside. And Warrington closed in for the kill, but it's a good drive by Nicol, and now Warrington are caught offside. That relieves the pressure on the Saints.
Never made any attempt to come back. Little Alfie.
Well, he'd made a long run upfield at 33.
He never made any attempts.
And he just didn't have the legs to get back.
He tried his best, hoped that the referee, Russell Smith, couldn't see to his side. He can.
Wellens tries to step inside Blakely. Oh, rough challenge from Nikau. Wellens is thundered to the floor. Long, off to Ilangi. Wellens managed to retain possession, gave it to Perolini, and he just made a few more meters progress. Now then, Long. Always an air of expectancy when Long gets it. Great tackle from Langer, though. What a duel it is between those two. The old and the new in many ways. Langer, the veteran, the kingpin Aussie, Sean Long, the man who is trying to pick up the mantle of a top scrum half for Great Britain.
Interfering at the play of the ball, got the tackle on his opposite, and then he wouldn't allow him, moved him away. You see, just give him a nudge was sufficient for him to lose control of the football. I'm not so sure that the experience came out there to ensure perhaps that St Helens got the chance of 2 points rather than Warrington conceding the 6.
Well, I'm not so sure that Langer's been hard done by here.
Well, he pushes him there.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, that was what Russell Smith thought as well.
Not happy with it, but I think he might be pleased with the fact that at least he'll be able to kick deep into the St Helens half, provided he kicks this, and he does.
Sean Long reduces the deficit from the penalty. It was Langer on Long that produced the penalty, and Long with the kick. 22-18. And Andrew G comes off. Just takes a breather. What an effort from him. Only got to bed this morning in the early hours after being on hand for the arrival of the latest member of the clan. He must be as exhausted as anyone.
Tremendous effort from him. He certainly led by example in that first half.
Saints have made a change as well. I think we'll now see judicious use of the interchanges by the coaches. It's how they work these substitutes in the next half hour that will determine the outcome of this match.
Well, you'd like to say that they're fresh legs. Obviously a lot fresher than what's been out there for 50 minutes in this game.
Ilangi does it again off the deck to Cunningham. Joint on the charge. He's got Smith in support. Smith is through. Smith has got Long, but they both took a tumble, and Smith is held down by Roper, bang in front of the sticks. Saints are flooding forward. Here's Long. Henare away from one, not away from the next two.
Alan Hunt took a big gamble there, got to him in the end.
Long misses out Martin, loops into the arms of Cunningham. Here's Perolini. He won't be stopped this time. Apollo Perolini. Oh, he's going for the screen again. What's he spotted that he's a little dubious of?
He's going back.
Shut up, Tony, please. Ferretti to Ilangi. He was involved in the tackle. I thought he appeared from at the ball. I was blind to it. It appeared that he got the ball out before being grounded. Can you check whether he was grounded or not?
Well, it looked a fantastic pass again from Tuilangi off the deck.
He's wanted to see whether the ball-carrying arm has hit the deck. Well, it's the right thing to do by the official, Russell Smith. And that's all right. It was the left arm that hit the deck, the right arm offloaded.
This will tell us more.
You'll see it a lot clearer here. See how it twists. Oh, he did well. That is excellent play. This will be TRY time. Let's slow it down. Yeah, the right arm was above terra firma. No, the video referee wants to make sure that he's spot on. Yep,
brilliant.
Great stuff. He's come up with a couple of those as Tuilangi today. Perolini knows that it's going to be for... Well, remember, he was complaining about the video referee, saying it went against him. On this occasion, he's gone for him. Now he may like the video referees. Very outspoken was St Helens coach Ian Millward after the Wigan game, when the referee said, how long do we have to go back for? Do we have to go back to the kick-off? Tongue-in-cheek, of course. Well, he won't complain about this, because it's gone his way. But it was good work. Rugby League came to the fore. Cunningham on the angle. Beautiful offload back on the inside. No one was going to stop the big fella.
This is his reaction when the decision came from the video referee. Absolutely impassive. Perolini takes his place on the bench, having scored the try. Sean Long jogging his way back. He has converted the try. It's Warrington Wolves 22, St Helens 24. 22-24 here at Wilderspool. How many more twists and turns do we have? But it will be interesting now, Steve-O, as you so rightly say, to hear what Ian Millward has to say about video referees now.
Going back to previous tackles.
Exactly. I don't know what all the fuss is about from other sections of the media. It's in the rules. You go back, if you wish, to the very first tackle of the set of 6, and if they get it right, why on earth not?
But not only that, Eddie, there'll be times when a referee will not go to the video screen, and it may go against the coach Ian Millward, and he may then have to say, why didn't the referee go to the screen? You can't have it both ways.
Absolutely.
Play by the rules, boys.
Mind you can only check back over the course of the previous 6 tackles if the camera work is of the highest quality, and if the man in charge of pressing the buttons downstairs, the director gets it right. And on Sky Sports, we like to think that generally we do, and we help the video referees. Here's McCurry now.
Again, St Helens hanging back in that defensive line.
Langer will dab it through. He looked for the post. It bounced into the arms of Martin. Langer's got it off in. 1-on-1. It'll be a try, this. This is a try for Langer. Langer stabbed it through. Martin picked it up off the post. Langer's the man who kicked it. There's no problem with offside. Langer then just pinched it from the arms of Tommy Martin.
Make sure that he grounded the ball cleanly after stealing it. Well, certainly 1-on-1.
No problem.
Make sure he grounded it cleanly.
What a try from the veteran Langer.
Now that is laziness from Tommy Martin. He's out holding on to that ball with just one arm. You actually see him just before then. He's swinging the arm that's carrying the ball. And that has given the green light for Alan Langer to say, hey, we may have just gone past Easter Sunday, but this is one Easter egg I'm taking. Didn't have to look for it. Tommy Martin showed him it twice, and on the third occasion, Alan Langer, this will be TRY, no doubt about it.
You're absolutely right. Langer with the try, following up his own kick, pinched the ball off Tommy Martin, who was a little lazy behind his own try line, and Langer grounded it correctly. The match has swung again.
The good kick. He was aiming for the post. He came off. Look how he's carrying that football. That is slack. As I said, look at it once, look at it twice. Third time, not lucky. Third time, poaching. Look at that. That was just offering for Alan Langer.
Blakely adds 2 more points. Warrington lost the lead briefly. Now they've got it back again. 28-24.
Don't leave your seats. Never mind putting the kettle on. This has just about had everything. The experience of that man, Alan Langer.
The lead has just changed hands for the 5th time. Well, I wouldn't back either of these two sides now, Steve-O, not even with your money.
Twists and turns, you said.
28-24, it's a classic.
Now then, Warrington do have the lead. Will they start to take control? They have to go through their complement of 6 on every occasion, not come up with a mistake. They've got to grind the Saints side down.
Nick House trying to do that. Nicol, Henare and O'Neill. That's the last one.
Needs to be a good high kick.
Well, it's with Langer. He drives it through the ground. Wellens has played at it. Got away with it.
Good grubber there from Langer. Made sure that he just put it out of the reach of the fullback, Paul Wellens. This is great defence now from Warrington. The crowd are up for this.
And so they should be. They have been royally entertained. This match was anticipated and looked forward to in this part of the world ever since the fixture list came out, but more importantly after the exploits of these two on Friday. And these players aren't letting us down. Tuilangi through Lee Penny. They've got a huge line of support. Tuilangi all the way. Oh, fantastic try. Absolutely fantastic try. He wants to check the grounding. Jerry Kershaw, the video referee, is on overtime. Tuilangi for me has scored a memorable try.
So slow.
Absolutely superb, no doubt about it.
And Russell Smith wasn't up with the play, says he was too slow. It's caught up with him as well, no doubts. It's level pegging.
What a game, what a player. At one moment there it looked as though he did not have the legs, and then he found the second effort. Good work. O'Neill got the ball away. Sean Long thought it was blocked, went down the cul-de-sac. Tommy Martin offloaded. They just couldn't get to him. Pushes Roper, nothing that Penny could do about it. Do I pass? Do I look? Do I run? Do I ever? Do I score? Sure do. Excellent stuff. Good work from the prop forward. This is turning into a classic. Martin, the offload, the fend, the sidestep, the look. Come on, boys, help me. I'm on my way. Goal. What a great effort.
And from bang in front of the posts, we've just seen the lead change hands for the 6th time. 30 points to St Helens, 28 to the Warrington Wolves. Tuilangi's try. Well, can it get better than this?
Well, even the Warrington fans would have to applaud that. Okay, it's against their side, but that was outstanding rugby league football. We have been served up a treat.
Steve-O, the game is the winner this Easter here on Sky Sports. There'll be some churlish people who will criticise the fact that there have been 30 points scored by one side and 28 points scored by another. This is entertainment out of the top drawer. We've still got 20 minutes plus remaining. Martin with the kick over the top. Lee Penny collects.
It was not a 40-20. It was about a metre inside.
They've got a spring in their step now, Saints. They're chasing everything. Here's Alan Hunt. Arrived at Warrington via St Helens and Hull. Here's Mark Hilton. Great tackle, Henare.
Now is it St Helens' turn to perhaps settle things down? It's Warrington on this occasion now. that have to fight back. They have to force the pass. They are no longer in control of this game. Only 2 points adrift, though.
Settle, things and down are 3 words, Steve-O, I don't think are in the vocabulary of these two teams.
Well, they've served as a treat, that is for sure.
Langer, angled kick, an invitation to chase. Smith collects, gives it to Wellens.
Dearie me. I don't think the fullback Paul Wellens would be too impressed with the way that Chris Smith offloaded that football.
Now Smith has another go. It's come out, but 2 men in the tackle, penalty, Saints.
No, he did it. Pulls out. 2 men up.
Second row, Ian Knott. And Langer just reefing the ball away. Little doubt in the official's mind. Spot on as well. Knott did the effort. Langer did the spoiling. Ripped the ball away.
An hour of the match has gone. 20 minutes remain.
Back, lads, 1.
Well, discipline will also play its part. We know that you've mentioned many times, Eddie, who's got the most fuel in the tank.
It's 5 tries apiece. Have you spotted a possible man of the match? 09009 10 10 13. 2 grand final tickets up for grabs. Take your pick. I wouldn't like to prejudge who the losing coach will be, never mind who the man of the match is going to be. Tuilangi's got a chance again. Great tackle, Penny.
Had to be as well, always played it forward.
Someone's in the bin.
Fullback, Penny.
Penny.
Interference, on you go. Professional foul.
Warrington now will play for 10 minutes with 12.
Well, had a magnificent game, didn't he, on Friday against Wigan. And he's producing that form yet again. Such a difficult man to put down. And you could actually see it was Penny's left boot, I think, that made contact with the football. It does. And that's the reason why he'll spend 10 minutes in the sin bin. And that really will turn the screws on his colleagues. And not surprisingly, Saints will take the 2 points on offer. He knows he ain't done good.
Lee Penny, 10 minutes in the sin bin. Darrell van der Velde, 18 minutes to go in his coaching viewpoint. Sean Long to get 2 more points for St Helens, which he does with glee. 32 points to 28 now.
Well, I suspect that Warrington will maybe go for a short kickoff. They really need possession, although there's still plenty of time. Well-earned rest for the try scorer, the last try scorer, Tuilangi.
And Lee Penny.
Looks like they're going for a deep one, though, rather than the short.
Perolini, who scored and was taken off, replaces Tuilangi, who has scored and has been taken off. And I notice that Lee Briers is on the field for Warrington. And I notice also that Jerome Guisset, the Frenchman, is on the field for Warrington. Knock on! Tommy Martin! Oh dear!
Why on earth don't they use their feet? It was a dodgy one, and he really should have gone with his foot there, under no pressure whatsoever. Well, he's having a bit of a nightmare. Here's Tommy Martin, I'm afraid. Remember, 10 minutes earlier, Alfie Langer plucked the ball away for a crucial try.
And here's Alan Hunt. Warrington then, with Farah. It's with Nikau now. Going for Broke on his own, didn't give it to Guisset, took the tackle of those 3 instead. Easing Warrington to within 2 meters of the line. Farah, Langer. Oh, Hilton was almost through, great tackle joint. Here's Langer again. Briers, wide it goes to Cohen Love. Forward.
Knock on, take your pick.
Warrington have blown a golden opportunity there.
He took the gamble. Joe Love. No doubt he was forward. It was a knock-on anyway.
Well, it's a Super League record crowd for Warrington here. Over 9,000 in. A ground that doesn't hold too many more than that anyway, for safety's sake. So nearly a full house. A Super League record crowd here at Warrington. This game is booming. They're 50% up and more now at Warrington. And the game as a whole, almost a quarter up on last year. And we're only up to round 7. And here's Perolini. On for Tuilangi, who has tweaked a knee cartilage, we understand. Martin to Long. Long. Good ball, Henari. Big hit, Love. Not conclusive, though. Long's following up. Sees a gap.
Great break by the prop forward Perolini, but he had Tommy Martin on the outside.
Nick could be in the bin.
He's given him the benefit of the doubt. He's told him next time he's gone.
Well, this is going to be another 2-point gift for Sean Long.
Sheer frustration there by the loose forward. Nikau turned him over. Sean Long was doing the best to make sure that he did the cutthroat on his back impersonation so that the referee, Russell Smith, would give the penalty. Glum look on the face of Darrell van der Velde. To be fair, Eddie, this game deserves a draw.
It does. Tuera Nikau has not been sin-binned because referee Russell Smith noticed that the defensive line of Warrington was organised.
He's a smart cookie, isn't he, Russell Smith? Been around a while. Never seems to lose his temper, nor is cool. And you really needed a top-flight official for this one. And this is the incident. Now watch the defence get straight back here. And they're virtually in a straight line, so that's the reason why Mr. Smith gave Mr. Nikau a second chance.
But this to mean Warrington must score a converted try only to level. Sean Long's trusty left boot. Another 2 points to St Helens, 34-28. Long's been pretty accurate with the kicking. Just 2 misses out of 7.
Well,
Sorry, 2 misses out of 9. The maths have gone again.
Concerned look on Darrell van der Velde, running out of time, but to be fair, I did mention, Eddie, the fact that discipline would play its part, and Tommy Martin will use his foot on this occasion.
Yes, he must have heard you. Perolini with the drive upfield. Sean Long, by the way, Tommy Martin's cohort at scrum half. Sean Long has scored another 18 points against Warrington. Something happens to Sean Long when he comes up against the primrose yellow and blue of the Warrington Wolves. He always has a big day out.
He's a fine player.
He's an excellent player. Wellens, he's not so bad either.
Oh, that was a high one. Chambers didn't miss him. Well, they're losing their discipline now, and that only puts you on the back foot. Went far too high. More pressure. Well, we had 2 put on report for similar incidents like that in the first half. And again, Russell Smith being rather kind, I feel.
Long to Martin. Chris Joint, bang up the middle, support Wellens! He's over the line.
Is it a double movement?
Oh, it's another video referee. Well, how many of these have we had? Another video ref.
Possible double movement.
Double movement or no, Paul Wellens. He's got the face of a choir, boys. He's just given himself up here.
Bang. Oh, is he dragged over? As Alan Langer dragged him over. They've got to define whether he's actually moved the ball-carrying arm. He's down there. Ooh, this is a difficult one.
Tough one to call this.
I'll go in OTRY, but does Alfie Langer drag him over?
Well,
this is a big
if you
question.
Go that, you'll upset about 5,000 St Helens supporters and many thousands more watching this.
All right, I'll go TRY then. You happy now?
You'll upset about 5,000 Warrington fans now.
I think he's still moving, but it's a hard one, because Alfie seems to push him through. Was the pass forward? No, that looked okay.
Well, the video referee wanted to see that at normal speed. Well, I wouldn't like to call this one, but the video ref has made his mind up. Paul Wellens watches in the screen, as everyone does here. Ooh, the try's not given. He can't believe it. And neither can Ian Millwood. Another shake of the head. Ian Millwood, I think although he's smiling about that one, I think over the past couple of days, he's not a fan of the video ref.
Well, you've got to play it fair. I mean, disappointment etched on not only the coach, but the fullback Paul Wellens. The ball carrying arm, to be fair to the video referee, I call it no try to start with. You convinced me to change my mind. Don't know why.
No, you called it try to start, and then you said no try.
No try, and then I went try. I'll show you the tape. Either way, Warrington is still in with a chance.
They are. Was that the get out of jail card? Ooh, Briers was hunting the offload from Chambers that never came. Here's Coe Love. Well, you cannot fault this for entertainment. Thrills and spills, bravery, commitment, it's all here on show. And it's with Briers now. Ooh, that was a touch forward. Looping pass.
That'll be the turnover.
Warrington were trapped in midfield.
Warrington looking very tired getting back. If they can get the ball out wide here, they're in a lot of trouble.
It's wide. But nowhere for Hoppy to go. Joint.
Well, these guys must be well and truly out on their legs. It's been a hectic game.
It has. It's no bank holiday for the stars of the Super League. But what entertainment these players have served up here today.
Now, it's important that Saints go to drive towards the sticks and perhaps make short of it by going for the 1 point, but they're looking good out wide.
They're looking for 4. It's with Martin. It's with Wellens. And Wellens is wrestled to the ground.
They've got to go for the 1 point.
It's the last one. Long, and it goes to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Tommy Martin. Drop ball. He's kicked it. Martin gets the one. It could just clinch the match. Although there's still plenty of time for Warrington to come back again.
Well, they took their time about it, didn't they? Quick thinking between Cunningham and the standoff Tommy Martin.
It means, though, Steve, it means that Warrington now must score twice.
That's right, and that's why I was screaming for the fact that they must go and be professional, take the 1 point. I'm sure that Ian Millwood would have been screaming down the microphone. Tell him to go for the 1. Very professional of Tommy Martin. They've gone for the short one, they have to.
Second drop goal of the year for Martin. Warrington have... Ooh, I was going to say Warrington have got it back.
Jonathan Roper, if he'd have picked that up, it would have been okay. It was knocked back by a St. Helens player, and Roper had the opportunity, just couldn't take it. Definitely came off Iro, so it was
back though.
It was okay.
Well, 9 minutes to go. 7 points the difference. Saints in possession. Warrington need the ball back before they do anything else. If Saints score again, it's curtains. They know that.
What a bruising encounter this has been. Still plenty of time to go.
There is.
Not beyond the realms of possibility that Warrington, if they can get a quick try, get back into this match.
Well, they scored 2 in 3 minutes at the end of the first half.
Big problem is, can they get possession in the St. Helens half?
7 points is the biggest gap we've had all night, and Perolini's got Long. Long will score under the post, and Long could easily have won this match for St. Helens now. Sean Long's second try of the night. He's dancing a shriek of delight with Kieran Cunningham. And St. Helens supporters, they know how important Sean Long is to their side. And the scrum half, with his coach on the touchline, maybe, just maybe, has sealed this match for the champions.
Well, he's come up with a few mistakes as Tommy Martin, but on this occasion, he provides a superb pass that put Perellini through. Long out to his halfback partner. That was absolutely outstanding from Tommy Martin. Perellini back on the inside. Support play. Come on, you beauty, he says. What's this pass from Martin? Delayed it. Sucked in Nikau. Bang. Teamwork. Superb.
And Sean Long under the sticks, his 10th attempted goal, his 8th successful kick. I think Darrell van der Velde knows for all their effort, for all their spirit, their endeavour and their bravery, commitment and courage, the game has just slipped away from his team in the past 5 or 6 minutes. Long with a penalty on 69, the Martin drop goal on 74, Long with a try in 76. That's not the official time, of course, just the time that we keep up here in the box. They still have 6 minutes of the match remaining, do Warrington and St Helens. But on our stopwatches up here, that's the time difference, and that's the difference between success and failure.
And I think that Darrell van der Velde will be also pointing to the fact that his fullback Lee Penny, lack of discipline, got him 10 minutes in the sin bin, and it's been in that period of time that Saints have taken full control of this game. Discipline, so important in high-pressure games like this. And I'm afraid Warrington have given away far too many penalties late in the second half.
What an advertisement for the game. Easter has been so special in the year 2000. Alan Hunt collects on his own try line. Oh, they've lost the ball. Stankovic, wide it goes. Joint is just short. Where on earth did Ian Sibbett come from?
What a great effort from Sibbett. Stankovic has lost it, has he?
Dropped the ball.
He'll go and have a look.
Another video referee decision. Is this the sixth? Sixth video refereeing decisions tonight. Did Stankovic get this down, or does he lose it? Or is it a double movement?
He lost it.
He's lost it anyway.
Well, Warrington came up with a mistake, and it looked to all the world as though it was going to be another try for the Saints. It was a fantastic tackle by Ian Sibbett that prevented it. No doubt it was going to be a no try. Well, what do Warrington have left in the tank? Both sets of players deserve all the applause. It has been a superb match.
It has. There are over 9,000 in here. There aren't too many heading to the exits. I hope at the end of it, everybody in the ground gets up on their feet and gives these two sets of players the standing ovation they deserve.
The commitment, the skills, the courage, all on show.
And there's Sibbett. That's a great tackle by Sean Long. Long has been inspired tonight. Gissé. They're not turning it in, Warrington.
Well, you wouldn't go far wrong if the little halfback from St Helens, Sean Long, picked up the man of the match award. Diffused it from inside. The referee said that he jumped from inside the in-goal area, not from the field of play. So that'll be a tap for the Saints on the 20-metre line. Now then, do Saints have anything left? Can they produce yet another scintillating try? We have been served up some classics today.
Mike Bennett is on the field again, 19 years of age, impressive in the reserve grade this year. See Steve Hall picked up and drilled back by Alan Langer. No one can fault Langer's effort. O'Neill stands, flick pass from Cunningham, Long's tormenting them again. Cunningham once more, Martin, wide it goes to Stankovic. Great tackle from Sibbett. Wellens down the short side, but forward to Iro.
Well spotted by Russell Smith. Wellens was very quick there. They could see that Warrington were nowhere to be seen. Was forward, the high shot proves that.
Well, remarkably, St Helens are the only side in Super League that Warrington have yet to beat. This is their 9th attempt, and I think now with just 3¼ minutes remaining, they're not going to break the Super League cut. They really have been a hoodoo side for Warrington in the summer era. But this is an opportunity here for Breers. Over the top, it's flicked in play. Nicow continues it on. On it goes to Penny. Penny will score! Penny will score for Warrington. No wonder no one's heading for the exits. Penny gets another try. His second of the night. 4 for the year 2000. This has been rich in entertainment.
Sadly, it came a little bit too late. The double run around with Breers and the loose forward to Nicow. Breers did well. As soon as it was touched by Nickel, it was play on. Nicow gets it away. Great stuff. Warrington deserved that. Superb double run around with this fella, Lee Breers. It was Iro that actually got the touch. Nicow gets the ball away. What a game we've had.
Well, 2 tries, spell in the sin bin. Lee Breers with the conversion. What's the score now? 34-41. We've run out of fingers up here. 7 points the difference. About a minute and a little bit to go, so probably not enough time for Warrington, but they've got so close. And Saints now taking their time to restart this match. Martin drills it deep. Oh, off the chest. Danny Farah. Where's the spade? Dig a hole and let me jump into it.
Well, what a mistake there from the hooker. Normally he's got absolutely wonderful hands.
So last minute of the match. A match that has kept us spellbound from the very first minute. And have Saints got something left in the locker? Hall was almost through. Penny with the tackle. Iro to Bennett. Bennett singled out by Farah, dumped to the ground.
Keep your eye out for Sean Long. He'll go for a single run, I'm sure.
O'Neill goes down under sheer weight of numbers.
Or will Long go for the kick?
Long will stab it through, looking for Martin. Nickel will score. Nickel restores the lead for St Helens. Kick to come from Sean Long. Well, no wonder Ian Milburn smiling. I hope he takes that smile with him onto the training field, because there will be a lot of people pointing the finger at the defences of these two sides. But hey, what a night it's been.
Listen, when both sides are out on their feet, perfect kick there. Sean Long, he's controlled this game. He's had a fine match. Sonny Nickel puts the last nail in the Warrington coffin. Onside. Bang. Much to the delight of Sonny Nickel. He keeps going. Great worker.
And that is the 90th try of Sonny Nickel's career, by the way. Long with yet another successful kick. That's his 9th. And St Helens have won by 47 points to 34. Sean Long, I suppose fitting that he had the final kick of the match, because he ran in 26 points in all. For Eddie Tuolangi, his try lifted the Saints. Joint led like a captain courageous. Iro ran strongly again. Fantastic match. Fabulous entertainment. Wonderful sporting theatre. And St Helens have won it by 47 points to 34. And there will be no complaints on those terraces.
It's been over 100 years since the last British heavyweight ruled the world. Now, into the new millennium, and another British heavyweight begins his reign. Lennox Lewis, heavyweight champion of the world, defends his kingdom against American Michael Grant. Saturday from 10, live on Sky Box Office. You can order this event for $11.95 48 hours before it starts using your digital remote control. See channel 770 for ordering information.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors, beautiful like a rainbow.
The new Peugeot 406.
I wasn't speeding, was I? No, sir. It's a little bit more serious than that, I'm afraid. It's my gas supply. I just wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, so worrying about your gas or electricity supplier isn't the most important thing in life. But we know you have a choice. So, at npower, we're always working to lower your bills.
Since we launched First E, the internet bank, thousands of people have said ta-ta to traditional banking. Because we don't have expensive premises, queues, or charges, our interest rates are some of the best around on savings and soon on current accounts. All because we put the management of your money in the best of hands. Yours. Just click on firste.com. We put your interest first.
Having trouble shopping for financial products? iii.co.uk is your website for everything from mortgages, insurance, pensions, to share dealing. Interactive Investor International. Financial power is changing hands.
The GTS network connected the artist in Berlin with her agent in Barcelona. We connected the agent with the gallery in Paris. We then connected the gallery with their client, the law office in Amsterdam, which inspired the artist to celebrate the sale of her latest painting by connecting with friends. Imagine what our network could do for your business. GTS, solutions for a borderless world.
I see 9 to 5 this weekend. I see 9 to 5 next weekend. I see 9 to 5 every weekend. I see offers free online time from 9 to 5 every weekend and free access. Call at your local Esso service station to pick up a free CD or call 0870 90 90 925.
Well, no wonder the crowds are rolling up to Super League matches after we have seen something like this. 47 points to 34. St Helens have won. The man of the match is Sean Long, who goes home with a Tissot watch, 2 tries, 9 goals, 26 points in all. We're going to hear from him now, and then after that we'll hear from Alan Langer. But first, the man of the match, who is with Angela Powers.
Sean Long, man of the match, and you really deserve that one. A good game.
Yeah, it was very tough, though. Take nothing away from Warrington. They really battled hard, and we got a bit of an arm wrestle, and we came out on top.
From the delight there to the heartbreak over with you, Alan.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. Just all them errors we made in our own half made it a little bit easier for the St Helens boys. But it was a great game, a great crowd, and the Warrington boys can take a bit out of it.
They can, I'm sure they will for the next match. Mark Turner of Bradford is on his way to the grand final on October the 14th. Well done, Mark. You picked out Sean Long as well. Steve, there couldn't have been anybody else because his try at the end of it all, that turned it, that clinched it, that sorted it.
It certainly did, and it was wonderful play. Okay, an indifferent game from Tommy Martin, but he came up trumps with this wonderful pass. The combination to the two halfbacks. Look how he just sucks in Nick out there. The big fella Perolini, beautiful inside pass. Support play yet again, outstanding, and wasn't he happy? And rightly so, he had a fine game, but what a match.
Absolutely fantastic entertainment from start to finish. We take our hats off to the players of both sides, and interestingly, everyone in this ground, the Super League record crowd at Wilderspool, stayed to the end to cheer those players off the field to a man. And well done to the supporters, but well done particularly to the players of both sides. Well, Huddersfield Sheffield Giants and Halifax Blue Sox, follow that if you can. Tuesday, 7:30, that's tomorrow of course, Sky Sports 1. Join us live from the McAlpine Stadium. Till then, from Steve-O and me, it's goodbye.